Okay guys, mail day. I love mail day, so I'm going to strap you in, sit back, get a cup of coffee and have a look what I got. Right, before we start looking at the mail, one thing I do love is stamp fairs. And Brian Whitley, who is the secretary, he sort of got his phone number down for this, but he asked me to sort of let everyone know. So May Day Stamp Fair, Monday the 4th of May 2026, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Runcorn Tavern, 124 Gowan Road, Sunnybank. So proudly supported the Lord Mayor's Community Fund and Kim Marks, councillor for Runcorn. Bargain table, so there's going to be heaps of cheap stuff, counter lunches, lucky draw, raffle prizes, dealers and visiting club books. Sale by tender, so a limit of 7 lots per family. Description form required, accepting from 8 a.m, minimum $10, maximum 250 lots on the day. So basically you've got to get in early and fast to get these in. But I tell you what, these are the sort of things that have some great auctions outcomes. It's on a Monday, the 4th of May, so it must be a public holiday. I will be going to this one. I'm going to put it in my calendar and make sure I can try and get to it. It's just going to be heaps of fun. So I'm going to try and help Brian and the committee out as much as possible. So if you want to catch up that day, have a cup of coffee. I'd love to see you there. Last time I really enjoyed my time catching up with people who watch my videos. So yeah, if you see me on the day, just say g'day. You want to have a chat about anything, fantastic. I'd love to catch up. So yeah, I'm going to try and push this on a few videos and help the guys out. But yeah, if you're in Queensland, Sunnybank, Australia, because I know everyone around the world watches, be great. Rightio. Now I've just helped open these up. I'll leave these, I've just opened those up there, but I've already opened this package up. This is the new Australian Commonwealth Specialist Catalogue. As I basically said before, I bought one last year and it was the end of cycle and I was putting it off going, oh no, I better not get it, but I really wanted to get the latest prices and I bought it, and then months later the new one come out. But again, I had to get it because knowledge is power, and I think it cost $165. Got a good deal. Really nice catalogue, heaps of stuff in there. Looking at prices, everything's gone up, especially the stuff I care about, like the 3D airmail. So having a 3D airmail, you know, that mint unhinged is $30, $10 normal, $10 used, and type B is $50 mint unhinged, $30 mint and $20 used. And as you all know, I've got the long wing plane here. I've got 3 of those. I've got 2 that are used at $500 each, and I haven't got a mint unhinged. I think it's just mint. It's $1,000. So it's a couple grand worth of stamps sitting there. Beautiful. And I've got quite a few of the vertical hairline through stamps. They're used, 175 each. I'd like to find this double impression. That'd be a nice one to find one day. The only one I really haven't got. All right, so I bought that, spoiled myself. I've had it sitting next to my bed for the last couple of days, just reading through little bits and pieces. That there, going to a stamp fair, looking at stamps, that will help you so much. It's incredible. All right, I don't know what this one is. I'm going to have a look. Aha. So this, I bought this on eBay, as you can tell. And you can probably see, just got to open this somehow. Rightio, scissors. I don't want to show you all yet what I got. Rightio, the first thing I got was this. And this is it's a pre-stamped envelope with a 1D on it, which I like. But it had a really nice West Australian cancel, Dude Lankeen. Very hard to get that one, so I wanted to get that. And just another 1D with the same cancellation. So I really like those cancellations. So I think I paid about $3 or $4 for it, which was nice. And then I bought this. And this cost me $79. and it is, oh, I can't grab it because I don't know which packet it's in. And this is a £1 kangaroo. I paid $79. Is a third Watermark and is worth quite a few dollars. Now the perf's a little bit short here, but I think it's worth like $300-400. So it is pretty good, but there is a little bit of toning up there. So I think after our Milton bath the other day, I might risk washing this in a Milton bath to try and get rid of that and to sort of clean the stamp up a bit. Now I think yeah, it's worth the risk. I paid $79, which is a lot. I know I showed you I bought another one, but it had a big tear and stuff. But for this price, I thought that was quite good. I'm a little bit shocked that there's toning on this because it didn't say it in the description. But those things happen. But for the price, I think it's well worth it. All right, let me just clean up this up a bit. So here it is. Here is the £1 grey kangaroo. It's the third Watermark and it's grey and $5.75. Very hard to get. Unbelievably hard. And that's out there. Now I don't know if it's got any other marks on it or anything. It is a very dirty roo. And I need now to go through and make sure that, you know, it hasn't got any of these. If it has, well, it means it's worth a bit more. So I'll quickly have a look now and tell you if we are really excited or we're just very, very happy. So unfortunately, it is just a dirty stamp. I checked all the different things. I mean, there's a break in the frame here and here. They weren't in there. There's a break in the coast here. There wasn't there. This here, the frame has been, it's like a, what do they call it? F, retouch in lower right corner. There's like a little bit of frame leakage here, colour floor above the A, and then it's trying to fix it here in the GA. Then the H has got something. Then there was a movement. Now I have got spots over this side, but they're not listed. Here is this bottom frame again. There's a break in the coast. There's a slight little break here, but nothing like that. And then this here is this bottom frame, and then again the frame down the bottom. That's okay. It's a perfectly dirty, nice stamp. $79. I think it's quite worth it. If I clean it up, I will have. I'll wash this in detergent first, and then I will do the next bowl with the nice Milton, and then I'll clean it and then dry it. So that's done. Rightio, let's open up the next one. Here's this one here, and this is from Nivik Sales. I don't even think I'm saying that properly. Highbury in South Australia, and I bought a Watermark tray. How cool is that? It was very cheap, $14. Paid a bit of postage, and I did that because a lot of people are like asking me how to find watermarks. Now I want to do a proper video on that, but let's just show you what this looks like right now. Here we go. And if we do it properly, I like this one. This is called a safe, S-A-F-E. Now, people around the world, you should be able to get that. But if you ever need something in Australia from Safe, Nivek Sales does it. I think he's going to give me his card to show. He hasn't done that. It's got an invoice in here. Hopefully it's got the top. $8.95 the tray. $14 with postage, which is great. Yeah, this is his business, postal address, phone, email. He's on. I found him online, so you'll find him online, which is fantastic. And yeah, I thought bargain price. You know, for $8, only probably made $1 or $2 on this, and he bent over backwards to help me out, which was just fantastic. Now, it might be a very good test. What I use is Zippo. Well, what I use, this is the first time I've ever done this. I've never owned a Watermark tray or lighter fluid. I've always just gone, and honestly, this is how I tell with a Watermark. I grab something nice and black, put the stamp on top, and then I look for the Watermark. And at the moment, I can't see it. Now, I'm going to have to try I don't want to wreck this stamp. So what I'm going to do is take this hinge off as safe as possible. There we go. And I don't know how he can tell. Well, it would have to be this one. Is there a date on it? Yeah, he might have told it from the date. So what we're going to do, I either put it on the black or I hold it up against the light and look through it. And that looks, oh my gosh. That looks like a, it doesn't look like a third watermark, it looks like a first watermark. Hold on one sec. I had to double check that because I'm thinking, wait a minute, they don't, this £1 doesn't come out in first watermark. It comes, the first watermark is a multicolored one. So I'm just trying to figure it out. But I can see that one, it looks a very wide, looks like a very wide watermark. But let's just have a look anyway. I'm doing this on a $79 stamp, which is just crazy. I should be testing it on something else. So all you do is you touch the stamp. There we go. No, that is a third watermark without a doubt. And can we see that? We can now see that. Isn't that beautiful? And that's how watermark detector works. I mean, that line is on the outside edge, so we know that this stamp was on the outside edge of the paper or the sheet. Now, the beauty about this watermark tray compared to other ones is if you're able to pick it up, you lay the stamp on these little edges and it dries really quick. Pretty cool, eh? It does look very dirty, but you'll find that that'll dry really nicely, and then you can just pick it up and put it back in your collection. You don't have to watch it or anything. That's the beauty about Zippo fluid. Now, Zippo fluid takes a little bit longer to dry. I was talking to the gentleman who owns the company Nivex Stamps. We must have went emails back and forth a few times. He was saying that you can buy actual watermark fluid, which is a type of, I think it must be the type of this sort of stuff or whatever. They reckon Ronson's. If you can get Ronson's, it works better. But Zippo bought Ronson's out, and you can't find Ronson's lighter fluid anywhere anymore. That's what my grandfather used to use. But I found that someone said that you can use Zippo. Yeah, never done it before in my life. It's now meant to dry and be perfectly okay. It is still drying. That's okay. But yeah, I like this idea that it dries really quickly like that. If we blow on here, you can see that that's going away. And the stamp is now drying away. But these little things here help the stamp because it lets air underneath, lets it dry quicker. So to me, I think this is a must-have if you're right into watermarks and you need to find one of those really hard to find watermarks. I don't know, what do you think? It'd be nice if we had a German stamp in here with a watermark. Yeah, well there you go, but we can see that one. So you've got it on black, you can see it, so having a bit of lighter fluid is going to make it even more obvious. Let's just do it a little bit more. There you go. There we go. You can see it really, really well, can't you? That's beautiful. So what we do again is we just put that on the side so it can breathe and get better. And this stamp here is fully dried, but it's a bit wet from the other stamp now, but I'll leave it there. I will wash this one. I'm a bit shocked that it's got the toning on the outside and everything, but for $79 for a $500 stamp, I think it was well worth it. Alright guys, that's the video. The quickest video in the world. Hold on one sec. That was the quickest video in the world. Yeah, I just wanted to show you what I bought. Some really nice stuff. I think I really need to clean that stamp, and I'll do that. But that watermark detector, phenomenal. I was going to do a proper video on it, but that only took 3 seconds to do. So maybe I'll do another video and do a step-by-step. Anyway, have a great day, everyone. Cheers.